In other news is brought to you by Webb Ford. For a great deal on Fords in Chicago, visit Webb Ford in Highland, Indiana.
I'm going to call it audible. It's a story that I wanted to get into a little bit yesterday, but of course the Bears won, so we did Bears Victory Monday. We talked a little bit about it earlier. It's a story that I saw because of Everything Tennessee Twitter feed. It's at everything_Tennessee, and it is a young man named Keaton Jones, if you haven't heard. His video went viral as he was talking to his mother from the passenger seat of their car about being bullied. And this video went viral because a lot of actors and athletes started just the outpouring of emotion when they heard this young man speaking like this.
Why did they go away? What's the point of it? Why do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Poured milk on me and put a hand down my clothes. Threw bread at me.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you feel?
I don't like that they do it to me, and I for sure don't like that they do it to other people, because it's not okay. People that are different don't need to be criticized about it, because it's not their fault. But if you are made fun of, just don't let it bother you. Just stay strong, I guess. It's hard. But it'll probably get better one day.
This broke my heart when I saw it initially because I had read in the previous weeks about Ashanti Davis, who was a 10-year-old girl that hanged herself because of social media bullying that went along with the bullying that happened at school, and also Rosalie Alvarez, a 13-year-old girl who hanged herself as well. You see it and you're like, damn, that little dude's going through it, and you feel awful because it should be a safe place for your kids to just go to school and be themselves. We've all dealt with it, or hell, a lot of us have been that person. I've never been that person to bully anybody. But it went viral because rappers like T.I., entertainers like Rihanna, and athletes like Delaney Walker did things like this.
Hey, Keaton. It's Delaney Walker, tight end for the Tennessee Titans. I wanted to read a poem to you by Buddha. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Joy follows a pure thought like a shadow that never leaves. Always remember that. You can be whoever you want to be. And again, sorry that bullying is being taking place at your school. Hopefully this video and all the tweets that are being put out there make awareness to stop bullying. And I know myself and the Tennessee Titans would love to have you. If you can come to a game December 31st against Jacksonville, I'll have 4 tickets for you and your family. If you can, please DM me. And again, sorry these things took place. Can't wait to hear from you.
LeBron James reached out and wanted to give this kid every edition of his shoe. The Bellator fighters reached out and said, hey, you want to come to a UFC fight? You know, you're strong. Complex Magazine put up his picture day photo shoot as their kind of like hero of the week kind of moment. So people rallied around the situation. And immediately the skeptics were proven right once again because
you're going to take the fun out of this?
Man, I'm not taking the fun out of anything. Apparently, the young man's mom set up a GoFundMe that has now reached $62,000.
Wait, a GoFund for what?
This is the thing. The mom has had some financial troubles, apparently, and people are calling this a hoax. And then they did a little bit of internet digging. This young lady has Confederate flags and things that you wouldn't feel sorry for in terms of how she feels about other people that aren't like her. There are people that are coming forward now that have said that the young man has taken some of those teachings to school.
And so maybe the classmates are responding to things other than his nose.
And it sucks. It sucks because I got duped. Dude, I'm sitting there like, damn, like I'm going through it, watching this kid pour his heart out and reading about Ashanti Davis and Rosalie Alvarez and all these kids who are going through it bully-wise in this new age of bullying where, you know, you just get bullied till 3 o'clock and you take your ass home and you be fine with your parents and then you clock back in at 9 o'clock in the morning. No, nowadays social media, it's on your hip, it's in your hand, it's on your desktop, so you really can't get away from it if somebody's doing that to you. Man, that's what happened, and I feel like trash because I don't want to be skeptical of everything that comes along, every viral video thinking it's fake. But apparently,
the fact that a mother would put a kid up to that to try to cadge a few dollars from some and
the entire nation has donated money to this young lady.
She can buy herself more Confederate flags.
Dude, and she is very
jockeys.
Apparently, one of the Bellator fighters screenshotted one of her messages to him saying that we as white people have to stay strong together and keep these predators away from us. Yeah, man. And the dude was like, hey, lady, I'm not like that. What do you think I'm going to do with this message? He put it out there for everybody to see. So, man, yeah, bullying is real, but apparently in this case, and maybe this kid did get bullied, but his mom didn't make it any easier on him.
An Ohio woman successfully has rid her house of bed bugs using something as simple as rubbing alcohol. So pay attention here. Okay, I don't know. There's bed bugs are a scourge everywhere,
dude.
But listen to this because this is foolproof.
Okay.
She successfully used rubbing alcohol to rid her house of bed bugs because she also burned her entire home to the ground in the process. The unidentified Cincinnati woman was dousing the infestation with the highly flammable liquid near an open flame on Friday when she inadvertently sparked the conflagration, officials said. 3 people were injured and 10 left homeless by the bizarre eradication attempt. The blaze managed to spread quickly through the 5-unit home, doing $250,000 in damages. Wow. One former resident said, my house caught fire and got burned down. All my stuff is gone. Well, he posted that alongside a video of the burning building. Amazingly, this is the second inferno in Cincinnati in as many weeks, sparked by residents attempting to kill bed bugs with rubbing alcohol and fire. Fire! A 13-year-old boy using the precarious combo to battle the pests left 8 neighbors homeless last month. The Cincinnati Fire Department has advised residents to hire professionals to battle future infestations per a department announcement. Cincinnati, you've got a little problem.
Dude, that's so. Have you ever dealt with bed bugs?
But no bed bugs. Knock on wood, no.
There was a person living below me that was a shut-in, an older man. And apparently,
not your University of Chicago buddies.
No.
Those were not shut-ins.
Those they were very out in the open. Those young boys. Shout out to Tone and the boys. But no, this older man who like never left his place, and they broke through the doors because the people below him and the people above him, there were bed bug issues. And I had to throw out a mattress. I had to fumigate the entire place.
Well, we had a former
clean everything.
Our current coworker had an issue when he and his family went to the Wisconsin Dells and stayed at a hotel, resorts, and it's $5,000 of mitigation and eradication efforts later and replacing everything. So so I was terrified when my son at a hockey tournament there. There are some websites that are detailing which places have had issues before. And
those places are helpful. You want to make sure that you're not bringing that stuff back to your crib.
And also, and if you go to an area that has had, and even New York City, even some nice hotels in New York City, they tell you what to look for and how to look for it, where to place your belongings, how to put everything in bags and put nothing on the floor. That is no joke. That is not something you want to bring back to your house.
All right, this from fastcompany.com.
That's my sister's magazine.
I know. Diet sodas won't help you lose weight. In fact,
I told you this.
Let me finish. I don't even drink soda anymore. In fact, they may actually make you gain weight, according to a meta-study which looks at historic date on weight and low-calorie sweetener use.
Aspartame makes your body it's also horrible for your insulin
kidneys
production and your pancreas.
Bad. The results strongly suggest that diet drinks are no better than sugary drinks when it comes to managing managing weight. That is, a Diet Cola is just as bad as regular cola. The research from the National Institute on Aging and the National Institutes of Health in Baltimore looked at data from the Baltimore Longitudinal Study of Aging going back as far as 1984. And including 1,454 participants by comparing their various body measurements and obesity levels with their consumption of diet sodas. The researchers were able to tease out a correlation after correcting for many dietary and other factors like smoking, exercise, ethnicity, and so on. Quote, low-calorie sweetener use, concludes the study, is independently associated with heavier relative weight, a larger waist, and a higher prevalence and incidence of abdominal obesity, suggesting that low-calorie sweetener use may not be an effective means of weight control. So, ladies and gentlemen, not just the people who drink diet or regular cola, like we're talking, this affects like Splenda users and all these other people as well who think that, you know, regular sugar is not what they should use in their coffee. Just be aware that you're not really doing and this for all you turkey bacon people too. I know it got nothing to do with that, but stop
swiping the turkey bacon.
Stop eating turkey bacon thinking it's better than regular bacon.
And the non-fat cheese people. Let's include them
those
too.
people exist?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about this practice before. It's known as roof-topping or buildering, accessing rooftops to take skyline selfies or perform stunts. We've mentioned it where somebody live streams the footage, posts it to social media. It's all over the world. The climbers don't want to use any safety equipment. It detracts from the experience. That people want to go way up to the top of a skyscraper and start doing handstands and say, look at me. Well, this is from Newsweek. A famous Chinese roof-topping enthusiast unwittingly filmed his own death after he fell from a 62-story skyscraper during one of his trademark daredevil stunts. Wu Yongning, 26, was performing pull-ups at the summit of the Huayuanhua Center, one of the tallest buildings in Changsha, central China, when he lost his grip and fell. The incident was captured on a camera that Wu had carefully placed on another part of the building to record himself. He had amassed thousands of followers on Weibo, a popular Chinese social media site, after posting dramatic short videos showing himself perched atop tall buildings without the use of safety equipment. The challenge he was participating in at the time of his death came with $15,000 in prize money, according to the Zhaojiang Morning Herald, although the paper did not provide further details on the identity of the sponsor or the nature of the competition. Local police investigating the case described it as an accident and have ruled out foul play.
I don't think they should.
Well, it's you can't rule out dumb because
never, ever rule that out.
Never, ever rule out dumb.
And that's another news right here on the Bernstein and Goff Show.